from Tamale. His name is Ahmed. Every day he called me to know that I'm okay. He got to a time and nearly committed suicide. And my lawyers are, as well. I want to thank them for 4 years being with me. I mean, Kizito, Bewenko, and Iris, you know. I'm sure some lawyers will not have time for you. And we did not miss a day in court. And I think finally, as I said, I'm happy. I'm a happy man because what I went through, it got to a time. I think the judge who gave the final ruling was the third judge in the case. The first judge that I did not want to mention him, without any evidence, I mean, threw me from my own house. I should use 1 hour, not taking anything to leave my own house. I went to rent a hotel for about a month. And then, as I said, the Rueda convinced me to come and stay with them. So I was with her in their house for about 6 months before I rent a house. When she was pregnant, I think 2 months before she delivered, I decided to go and rent a house because I don't think it's appropriate for her to deliver in that. So I rent a house for 4 years now. So finally, I'm getting my house back, and I'm most grateful. But as I said,
but how about the children, the 3 children you thought were yours? How have they coped with all of this?
To be honest with you, you see, they are kids, they are innocent. I don't have anything against these kids. To be honest with you, they are innocent. The first one, well, I may not know the father, which I think is difficult. I think maybe the pregnancy was something that brought into the marriage. I did not know the father. The second and third, yes, I don't know them by face, but I know the name. You see, I came to this world nothing. I'll go with nothing. All this that we are fighting over, and for me, it's nothing. As I said, because things that I know, things that I have, if I said I want to play it, people will be shocked in Ghana. You know, but as I said, I thank God for giving me that strength and energy to be able to cope with all that I've been through. As I said, 4 years, God has blessed me with 2 kids. Maybe 4 years back, I should have been buried and gone. You know, so in a way, I thank God for giving me that strength to be able to cope with all this. And it's an experience that I wish any man wouldn't go through. I know these things are there, but then it's very difficult to come by. You know, so the only advice I can give is any man, I think they should put everything in hospital. As soon as you deliver, they should make sure they conduct DNA. They do that test to make sure that, yes, it's yours. Before growing up with somebody for 21 good years, at the end of the day, finding out they are not yours. I did not have good education. I never sat in class. I don't know, when you were mentioning about this kind of schools.
At this school and co.
You know, I was just sitting there laughing. I did not have opportunity to go to school. So I decided to give these kids, I mean, a better education. I mean, they went to Ghana International, Christian High, and all that.
Very
painful.
Very expensive schools.
Yeah.
Okay, but you still talk to them. You're still a father to them. You don't?
No, I mean, it's from advice, you know, not to do that because, well, it may likely, maybe I may say something that they can use against me in court. Well, now the case is over. Yeah. So since the case started, I have never seen them. I have never spoken to them.
You don't miss them?
Oh, of course, I do. But, well, what can I say? The situation that has happened, nothing I can do. I have to avoid.
How old is the youngest?
I think she's 10 now.
So how is she coping? She's very young.
Well, as I said, yes, they are really innocent. And to be honest, I don't want to talk about it because it brings me back so much memories, you know. And it has happened.
Okay.
You know, I just want to move on.
All right. Now, when this case came up 4 years ago, and throughout the period, there were so many stories. I mean, the one, of course, that you would find most painful would be the issue of you being impotent. But it turns out you are not impotent. Now you have 2 very wonderful kids. I met your little one last year with Rueda, beautiful baby girl, Black Beauty. Now, the issue of your wife supposedly being promiscuous, how did you take it?
Well, as I said, you see, and
there were suggestions that some of them were your friends.
That's why I said, you see, maybe somebody close to me will know the kind of person I am. I have so many evidence, as I said, recording people that...
Of your friends?
Oh, I won't say friends, but evidence that shows it clear that this what the people are saying is true. But you see, if I've made a mistake to rush or pretending that I want to be a man, I'm sure I would have lost so many things. Being a fool, being a stupid, taking my time. As I said, these 2 decisions that I wanted to take with the help of Rueda and my best friend Ahmed in Tamale, I did not take those decisions. And you see, it hurts that it's not because of anything. It's just because I couldn't afford to pay a school fees that maybe is too much for me at that time. Maybe a child is going to UK, you know, and the school fees were about £26,000 or whatever, and I thought I've invested all my money. I can't afford it, and there were 3. I can't start this and then this. Yes. So I took a decision for her to go to school here, which is a good school that I looked for, Asashi, which was not even...
University is a very good university.
And that's what brought all this, that, well, if I can't, then what can I give? She wants to live. It's not that something big, I don't know. That's what.
So she wanted the first child to go to the university in the UK.
That's it.
And you decided against it because it was expensive. So you chose Ashesi University, which is a brilliant university, one of the best universities in Ghana, if not the best at the moment.
That's what brought all this. And then, well, she stood and then said, what can I give her? But she wants to leave the marriage. And I said, well, I can't stand here and say A, B, C, D, but let your lawyers write. So when a week later, I received a letter, and then we met. The tensions were high. And then the lawyer said we should go home. And then we come back a week later. So my lawyer advised me to leave the house, to be honest, because anything could have happened. As I said, maybe provocation would have allowed me to do certain things. So I left. I went to Red Hotel for about, as I said, a month or so. So the following week when we met, all this time I did not know the kids were not my own. The second time I decided, no, I still want to be in the marriage upon all those things that I've heard. And she said no, she don't want to be in the marriage. But a friend of mine have told her that because of property, that's why I'm doing that.
Because of your property, you don't want to give her anything.
That's it. Or I don't want to leave the marriage. So, well, after